Hello everyone, welcome to episode. My name is Amit, and today we are going to see one interesting topic called as how to deploy and how to run Spring Boot application on Windows Server. So once you deploy, that application will get accessible from any part of the world. So basically, we are going to live our Spring Boot application. Now the next thing is, if there are platforms, cloud platforms available in the market like AWS and Microsoft Azure, those are supporting for the Spring Boot application, then why we should choose that Windows or Linux VPS provided by vendors in the market? So here answer is the cost or price. Basically, there is a huge price gap between the server provided by the AWS or Microsoft Azure and Windows server provided by vendors. Okay, so let's take one example. Uh, if I want to create a website or web application using Spring Boot, in which I should able to keep all the videos of my online training session for student. And for that application, I need a server which has some configuration. So I have choose below configurations. Okay, so this is the configuration that I need to deploy that application, which keep all the videos of my training sessions, and that videos can see on the website by end user or students. Okay, so for that I need this configuration where memory should be 200 GB, RAM should be 16 GB, and core is equal to 8, and I want to use Windows server. Okay, so for this I went through the AWS Microsoft Azure, and I have seen that they are charging almost 40 to 50,000 per month, and this amount is not affordable for independent developer or individual developer. Okay, so I rejected this AWS and Microsoft Azure because it's very costly, and I went through multiple options in the market. So I found one options called as Windows Server or VPS provided by the some vendors. So if you want to search VPS or if you want to buy Windows Server, then you can go through Google, you can search Windows VPS, then they will provide you. Okay, and you can compare the price. But I have choose one vendors called as a WebVine. Okay, let me show you. And they are charging me only 500 per month for this configuration. Okay, so let me show you the that vendors detail. So let me show you from where I have purchased the server. So for this, let's search here WebVine. Okay, so basically there are multiple vendors in the market. You can go through that vendor as well. Not needed key, you can purchase VPS from here. Okay, so this is a WebVine page, and here you can see different plans. So if you see here in 399, 4 core, 8 GB RAM, 100 GB memory, and 400 Mbps speed and all. So these are some plans, and if you observe, it is very cheap. Okay, they are providing 100 GB, 8 GB RAM, 4 core in 399. In case of me, I have purchased the plan in which almost 16 GB RAM was there, 200 GB memory, and 4 cores. Okay, so let me log in and show you. So I have logged in here, and this is my account, and you can see service. Okay, you can see this service or this VPS I have purchased. Okay, and you can stop, restart, or reboot your virtual server or your machine from this portal. So it's looks very user friendly, so that's why I have purchased. If you want, then you can see the link in description box. Okay, now once you purchase that VPS or that machine, then after this they will provide you one IP address and username password. So let me open that VPS which I have purchased. Okay, now let's see how to connect with VPS or virtual machine or Windows server, virtual Windows server. Okay, so basically when you purchase that server from the vendor, then they will provide you username, password, and one IP address of that Windows server. So to connect with it, let's click here remote, then open. Then you will see this interface. So here you have to provide that IP address of machine, connect, and after this it will ask you the password, but I already configured, so it is not asking me. Okay, so once you open that VPS or server, you will see such kind of interface. So basically it's a normal Windows operating system. Okay, so to run that Spring Boot application, you need to install here JDK and database. So how to install JDK and database? In traditional way or in normal way, you have to just search on Google, download JDK from here, download database like Oracle or Postgres and install here on that machine. Once you install, then you have to uh, run your Spring Boot application in that server. So how to do that? It's very simple. So basically I have already installed that database called as Postgres and JDK 17. Okay, so I don't need to install here, but in your case you have to install by yourself. Okay, so if you see here Java 17. Okay, so I already installed. Now let's create one Spring Boot application in our local machine. Okay, so it's very simple. Open STS. Now let's create one Spring Boot application. Right click, new Spring Starter project, and here keep all things as it is. So I'm giving the taste Windows Server. Okay, Windows Server. Okay, then click on next. Select here Spring Dev tool and Spring Web. Click on next and finish. Now our Spring Boot application is ready. So what to do? Create one simple API. So first create one controller class, hello controller, hello controller. Okay, and finish. And here create one API REST controller, and then we need to create one method public. Let's return some string here and hello method. That's it. Now this method should return a string. Let's say return hello, hello from Windows Server. Windows Server. Okay, that's it. Now we are good here, and here at the rate get mapping and provide URL called as slash, let's say hello. That's it. Now our Spring Boot application is ready. After this, we need to do one thing. Come to here, open application.property, and here provide server.address. Okay, server.address is equal to 0, 0.0.0.0. So the meaning of that property is our application will be running on IP address, not on the local host. Okay, will run on IP address, not on the local host. That's it. Now what we can do here, let's create a jar. So right click, run, and Maven install. Click here. Once you click on the Maven install, it will create a jar of that application. So what we can do here, okay, so that jar is ready. Open the target folder. That jar will be available inside the target folder. So let's open the target folder. Now you can see inside the target folder that jar is available. Now copy that jar and open that remote server. Okay, now here paste that jar into the remote server. So this is the project folder on our VPS. Okay, now this you can see that jar. Now let's run that jar. Okay, so to run that jar, what we can do, open CMD. Okay, and here run one command. Command is called java -jar, then that jar name. So copy that jar name, paste here, and then .jar and enter. Now you can see that application is going to run. Okay, it is started successfully. Now can we access that application from our outside of that server with that IP address? Answer is no, because we need to configure the firewall. So to configure that firewall, it's very simple. firewall, and here you can see inbound rules. So click on new rules and select on the port, click on next, and click on here provide the port. So what port that you want to expose. So our application is running on 8080. So click here 8080, next, next, and next, and provide here name something 80 and finish. That's it. Okay. So that firewall will allow to access that 8080 port of our IP address. Now we are good. Now let's test that application from outside of that server. Okay. So I have closed. Let me close first that remote server. Okay. So I have closed that remote server. Now open Chrome browser. Click here and type that IP address of that server. So IP address of that server is HTTP. So keep this thing in mind. It should be HTTP, not HTTPS. If you want to make it HTTPS, so please add the comment. I will create a video for HTTPS. Now slash 103 dot sorry 103, the IP address of that machine is 103.184.192.88, and then that port. So port is 8080. Okay, then slash what was the API? Hello. Okay, hello. Click here. Now you can see hello from Windows Server. Okay, so that means that application is running on that server, and we can able to access that application from the server. So in that way, we can expose our APIs or our application on the Windows server in very cheap price as compared to AWS and as compared to other cloud platforms. That's it. So if you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching this video.